Hello, I'm Sue Lister, Artistic Director of the Real People Theatre Company. And in 2012, we explored the idea that many of us go through life as if we had a paper bag over our heads, hiding our secrets for fear of the social disapproval or prejudice we might face if we were open and honest about such things as mental health issues or domestic violence or addictions or the fact that we are lesbian, gay, bisexual or transgender. You're going to meet Margaret, who may be living in one of your care homes now, and she'll tell you her story. And then you'll get a chance to chat to her. However, first of all, I'm going to share with you a poem I wrote. Now, I don't usually write poetry at all, but I couldn't find anything that expressed how I felt. So here it is. Lesbian loneliness. Magnolia walls house the non-absorbent thrones. Dry voices whisper round the walls like leaves that fall unnoticed. Uniformed bursts of energy swirl according to the clock, bringing this, taking that. Weathered skin, brittle bones, ghosts of the past gather on these barren shores. My life, my love, has passed away, leaving me hung upon the thorns of grief in a waste of loneliness, unspoken, living too long in the shadow of social shame. I dare not rock the boat, and she is buried forever. My love, I cry in the dark hours, and I hold her in my heart. By day, I pass as an ordinary old woman. Right. So now it's time to meet Margaret and hear her story. Margaret, thank you very much indeed for coming today. Are you all right? How are you feeling? Okay, lovely. Okay, if you could just share your story with these folk, and then we can chat afterwards, okay? It is easier for a lesbian to pass as an ordinary old woman, whatever that is. I don't like the word lesbian. I never have. It's a part of me, but it's not the most important part of me. Looking back at school, I was sporty, but in those days it wasn't cool to be an athlete. So I didn't get invited to many sleepovers. Children can be cruel, and you learn to keep your head down so you don't get bullied. As a teenager, it was accepted that we all had close girlfriends. We all did. But it was also expected you went out with boys. I went along with the crowd and tried to fit in, but nothing really ever happened. At university, I met a young man I thought I might marry, but he was killed in an air crash. And even now, when I think of him 50 years later, I know I really, really liked him because
He didn't make any physical demands on me. But I did pass for years because I got married and had children. Oh yes, everything was fine on the outside, but not really on the inside. After 20 years of marriage, we parted amicably, and I found a place to live, got a job, and eventually a divorce. Sometime later, a woman I worked with told me she loved me. Unconditional love, no strings attached. In due course, she moved in with me. I felt so free. I felt free to be me, free to live and love in an equal partnership. And in 2005, when it became legal, we had a civil partnership ceremony because we both believed it was important to be recognized by the state and we could stand proud together. But we knew people who lived their lives in fear, fear of coming out, fear of losing, well, losing what? Perhaps their family or their friends, maybe a reputation or even a job. Whatever it was, the risk was far too great. Now I'm on my own. My partner has died. I was desolate and lonely. Our friends fell away, and now I'm in this care home. Scare home is more like it. Living in fear of completing a circle, just like before, not being recognized. I don't talk to the residents about my partner, nor the staff. I feel so vulnerable. I'm totally in their hands. Who wants to spend the last years of their life ostracized and miserable? It's just easier not to rock the boat. I don't have any pictures of my partner in my room, only those of my children and grandchildren. But when I'm alone, I look at a picture of her and I remember. I'm 80 years old. When will it be safe for me to come out? And what happens if I get dementia and I can not speak for myself anymore? How are they going to treat me, knowing who and what I am? I feel so frightened. Thank you so much, Margaret. I know it's not easy. Really, really, really isn't easy. So it's now over to you. What do you want to say to Margaret?